Today, the church is celebrating the Palm Sunday, triumphant entry of Jesus into Jerusalem temple, followed by Passion Week. Jerusalem temple was built in 957 BC by King Solomon, as it was promised by God to King David. King Josiah made Jerusalem temple as the only place of worship in the kingdom of Judah. In 586 BC, the temple of Jerusalem was destroyed by Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon. All strong men were taken as captives and slaves from 597 BC to 538 BC. As prophet Ezekiel foretold in Ezekiel chapter 20 verse 41, the Israelites were freed from their captives by a pagan king called Cyrus. The temple was rebuilt under the direction of King Zerubbabel and Jeshua the priest in 560 BC, as mentioned in Ezekiel chapter 3. This temple was again rebuilt by King Herod in 20 BC, occupying 35 kilometers of total area. This time, King Herod had introduced business transactions in and around the temple area. This is the time Jesus makes his triumphant entry into Jerusalem temple, starting from River Jordan. Why did Jesus have to return to River Jordan? It was believed that about 50 signs and wonders one had to perform to be declared a prophet. Among them, two major signs had to be included, and they are: 1, raising a dead body; the second was to divide the river Jordan and cross over it. We find this in Joshua chapter 3 verse 16, 2 King chapter 2 verse 8, Elijah crossing over the river, and 2 King chapter 2 verse 14, Elisha does the same. When Jesus was not accepted by the Jews, he went back to Jordan. This we find in John chapter 10 verse 40, to seek for a sign to be performed. However, the mission of Jesus was not to remain in Jordan or in Ephraim, but it was to enter into Jerusalem to be crucified. Hence, today Jesus enters into Jerusalem temple to complete his mission on the Mount Calvary. Two greatest signs will be seen and reflected during this Passion Week. The first one, Jesus destroys the death. We find in 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verses 55 to 58. The second, Jesus, the living water. John chapter 4 verse 14 and John 7 verse 38. Dear brothers and sisters, let's walk with Jesus towards the temple of Jerusalem. Let's walk with Jesus towards Mount Calvary to be crucified with him.